a special trial of drones is underway in near Bengaluru these days, and if successful, these emergency medicines can be delivered in time along with the remote areas as well as the accident-prone areas and highways where the medicines can be delivered through drones. In Kerala too, a retired Air Force pilot has set up a facility to manufacture drones for a variety of solutions.
A flight with new expectations. This drone can save lives by transporting crucial medical equipment, medicine, blood, vaccines to remote areas in double quick time. It's being developed by a small company in Karnataka and trials are on in Chikbalapur near Bengaluru these days.
Currently, the range is 15 to 20 kilometer. This is for this testing purpose we have choose, but this can be leveraged up to 60 kilometer, 100 kilometer. The size of the drone will go big. That's all. It can be 2 kg, 5 kg. Such a box you can send anything. If you feel that cold storage is the thing, we can put it in a thermocol box. What you saw today, and we put some dry ice over a target.
In Kerala's Ernakulam, Group Captain M.J. Augustine, a retired Indian Air Force fighter pilot, and his wife, Squadron Leader Varsha Kukreti, who also served in the force, have set up Automicro UAS. They manufacture drones for a variety of solutions, agriculture, industrial or surveillance for defense purposes.
So drones are being used everywhere. We are helping out farmers against the locust attack, wherein one drone which is placed, it can just kill the locust, and the farmers were so relieved. Then there is a very good thing which Indian government was being helped by one of our fellow companies. They are helping them in RF unmanned systems. They are helping Indian government to do the Swamitva scheme, wherein so many years, 70 years on, people were not able to do the survey. And now in Uttarakhand, Nukkran corner, everything has been mapped and the data is available with the government.
The key message from those closely involved in the development of drones is that the Jammu terror attack shouldn't take away from legit drone services, which have the potential to transform the way we live. India's new drone laws came into operations this year. No small drone can fly above 60 meters. No small drone shall fly beyond a height of 120 meters. Medium or large drones need an operator permit issued by the aviation watchdog, the DGCA, and in all cases, there are restricted areas and strict fines for violations.
What India is doing is really path-breaking, and it is way beyond the world that the way world is going. So this kind of a proactive permission is given to a legitimate people. Now this legitimate drone operation is a two-way handshake control between the government and the operator. So this has been there, and the next version is coming into place. So we have thought through as the drone operating body under Ministry of Civil Aviation, we have thought through all possible scenarios, whether it involves the AAI, that is Airport Authority of India, whether it involves Indian Air Force, or whether it involves Indian Army, or whether it involves ISRO.
For now, though, all drones and drone operators are under sharp scrutiny. After the Jammu incident, there's a complete ban on operating drones in Rajouri. In fact, those with drones or even toy drones there have been asked to deposit it with the local police stations. With camera person SP Babu, Sneha Koshi for NDTV.